Here we go. Carolina's in town. We're going to dispatch them.
Really looking forward to this one tonight. The Hurricanes will look to go on the offensive as they win the opening draw. Dumps it into the ozone. The Leafs scoop it up along the boards.
What?
Moves it quickly over to Svechnikov.
Like,
oh, and it stays out as
I didn't at all want that to go up to the wing to the fucking...
God!
Or to Nyes, who was onside. Fuck.
Oh, that was quick.
Off to a good start here.
Things to come. Hey, James, going toe-to-toe right off the hop. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, I know a lot of
Oh!
people these, but hopefully nobody's
One
hurt
warm-up
here,
punch, and then came the big one.
Tough to watch, especially taking that last punch. It was decisive, and he went down hard.
Aho's got that third eye zone ability, which means he's fantastic at making those difficult passes to create the perfect chance for his teammates. Matthews can deke his way to the net and launch a quick shot before anyone can react. That's his shot.
So they don't have to serve the penalty? I thought no penalties meant they don't call any penalties except like when they fight, they still have to go to the box for 5 minutes. That's fun.
Here's a shot. Denies him. He got all of it. Puck grab by Burns. And loses possession after a solid hit. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Moves it to the middle. Picked off in front.
What the hell is it? Hey, Matty Nice. Cleaning up the garbage. He's been on a bit of a heater.
Eyes on the puck. He trapped it perfectly and got himself set to position, James. I thought he had it. He got a good chunk of it, but he didn't get it all.
Toronto's got to be feeling good about their game tonight. Here they already lead in this one, and they've been dictating the pace of play also.
Well, they get the game's first goal midway through the period, James, but I liked their game right from puck drop. I mean,
oh,
the way that
shit.
they started, the urgency around the puck.
Neck ass. Oh, neck ass gets pumped.
And now they get rewarded for their efforts.
Grabs control of it at the point.
Oh.
He got huddled by Anderson.
Just couldn't bring it around the corner there. It was too tight. Wait. Neck ass got hit in his ass neck. Oh. Oh boy, oh god.
So well because he keeps his cool, reads the play, and stays with his opponent, guys. That's his shutdown zone ability, and it's how he can contain the opposition.
Carolina's got it from behind the net.
It bunts.
From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Fires it and makes the save. From the right side, takes the pass.
Oh, shit.
And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. And that shot dies in traffic. Hammers it on net. Change up. Along the boards, they battle.
Oh, how did I miss that? Well, at least I hit somebody else. Jarvis?
The Hurricanes move the puck in the defensive zone. Picked off. Tried to be too cute on the pass.
What?
Quick feed to Slavin.
Stolarz has been controlling the crease exceptionally well. The way he tracks the puck, his rebound control, everything is going right for him in the net, and that's why his shutout streak continues.
Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Line change. Takes the feed. Robertson's crossed the line and gained the zone. Whiffs on and now it's grabbed by Domi.
Shit.
The Hurricanes have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Sends it quickly to Shea. Moves the puck. Oh, he caught him.
And that's a thunderous hit along the boards. It's bone-crushing, James.
Ah!
You feel that one?
Thought he was going to come to the other side of me there, but...
Right up to your shoulders.
Why did it change? I was ready to crush that fucking guy. Meh!
On the
Oh,
attack,
no!
the offensive end right up the gut. Rocks him on the play.
What?
Now over to Pacioretty. Pass it up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
Fuck!
And serves up a little knock on the play. Streaking
Ah!
in the attacking zone for the right. The Leafs have it now. Moves the puck
shit.
over to Matthews.
Hurry, Hogan!
Quick shot. Just slide. That'll do it for period number 1. We'll drop the puck on the
Oh,
second
Nicky
period
gets
in just moments.
rocked. Well, with the disappearance of Marner this offseason, it's what pretty much everybody's conjecturizing, is that he's going to be gone. It might be good for guys like Robertson, who's never been able to really stay in the lineup. Might create more openings. Because I've heard the free agent pool is pretty thin this year, so.
Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size.
I think I've talked about this before, but
Carolina's been running around and chasing the game with very
like,
Pass in front, and he denies that great opportunity there. Moves it to Riley. Stops him with the glove.
the way I see it is, like, everybody's saying, well, not everybody, a lot of people are saying just let Marner walk. Because here's the thing, I love Marner. I really, he's a generational talent, but just can't show up in the playoffs. You know, he's soft on the physicality. You know, can't seem to handle the pressure of those big moments where hockey becomes actual hockey. You know what I mean? Not just prancing around in the regular season, scoring goals like crazy, right? It buckles down. The whistles, for the most part, get put away by the refs, and you know, some guys can't handle that, right? And it appears as though he's one of them. He's not absolutely terrible or anything, but for the type of player he is in the regular season, that's too big of a drop-off, right? That's the problem. What the fuck? McMahon was wide open! So, like, people are saying, and by people I mean like the insiders, the reporters, the sportscasters, all that, they're saying Marner now makes, I think, around 11 or something like that. And he says the conjecture is that he's going to want Mikko Rantanen type of money. And I think Mikko's making like somewhere in the area of 14 a year. This is what I've heard. I don't know the exact numbers or anything, but this is the framework of it. And if you don't follow the NHL or whatever, so Mikko Rantanen was a member of the Colorado Avalanche, and he won a cup with them. When did they win? A couple years ago? Yeah, a couple years, because Florida won last year. I think it was Colorado the year before that. So he won a cup with them a couple years ago. And then this year was really weird. Colorado traded him because they have a bunch of guys coming up who are going to make a lot of money, and I think their thinking was, we can't possibly be able to sign Rantanen as well, so we better move him and get something for him while we can, which is what you have to do sometimes, right, with the salary cap and everything. So they did. They traded him to Carolina. He did not like it in Carolina. And immediately, like, they were trying to, like, sign him long-term. And he was like, nope, nope, nope. So that situation, like, almost immediately went sour. It was really, I've never seen anything like it. And so Carolina was then forced to flip him. And then he went to Dallas. So Dallas is in the conference finals against Edmonton right now. I don't remember what the series is at. I know Dallas won the first game, but they did play game 2 maybe last night. Yeah, I think so. And I didn't actually, I don't think I saw what happened, to be honest. Oh, they're not going. So Rantanen is now playing for Dallas, and they're in the conference finals against Edmonton. He's got 20-something points in the playoffs already. He scored a hat trick in the first round. Like, the guy is a beast. He's a playoff. I mean, he's a beast all the time, but in the playoffs, like, another level, right? So it's like, what makes Marner think he's deserving of Rantanen money when Rantanen goes out and does that kind of stuff in the playoffs, right? So a lot of people are saying, just let the guy go, because, and that's my thoughts too, is as much as I'd love them to keep him and see this core win a cup or get to the finals and make it interesting, I don't think they're going to. They've had 9 years to do it, and they've been out of the first round only twice, and they've been eliminated in the second round both times by Florida. So, like, people are like, oh, you're going to regret letting Marner go, like he's a 100-point player in the regular season. It's like, even without him, they can still field a team that's going to make the playoffs. And with him making $14 million, what he wants, you can get 2 really good players that are more playoff-type performers. Each of those guys are 50-point players. There's your 100 points, right? You know what I mean? So, like, it's kind of like, well, these kind of guys don't come along that often, but it's like, yeah, but it would be one thing if he was helping this team win in the playoffs when it matters, but he's not. So, like, what are you really losing by letting him go? Like, if he's willing to take a big discount, then fine. I'd say, yeah, resign him if you can get him for a reasonable deal, and you have more cap room to deal with, where you can fill out more of the rest of the team with with guys that are going to help you. Then I'd say, yeah, go for it. Like, but he's not. He's going to go for every, and that's the thing about Toronto. This is another thing that's very interesting. He's going to go after as much money as possible. And I hear a lot of people say, that's their right, that's their right. They only have short careers, but like, how many millions of dollars do you need? You know what I mean? Like, how many golden Lamborghinis are you buying for the rest of your life? Like, fuck off. I don't buy this shit. In hockey, it's not nearly as bad as in baseball, football, basketball. These guys make hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's fucking absolutely ridiculous. But it's all ridiculous in every sport. But hockey's the least. But still, it's ridiculous. So, like, he's not. And I know I've heard his agent is one of the worst ones. Like, the guy's just a greedy bastard. You know, they don't factor in anything other than, well, my client's really good, and we want all the money. You know, that's their only focus is how much money can we get. And I watched a video the other day about teams that have won the Cup in recent years, like the Bostons, or not necessarily. Boston hasn't won since 2011, but Boston has been a playoff team for years and years, and they don't just get beat out. And they won in 2011, and they don't, you know, they get out of the first round almost every year. Like, they go on deeper runs almost every year. And same with Colorado the other year. Florida doesn't have any guys that are really making tons and tons of money. Because these guys come in, they want to win the Cup. That's their purpose in their NHL career, is to win the Cup. So they take deals that are more team friendly. Instead of taking like $11 million a year, I'll take 8 or 9. That way we can get, you know, if everybody does that, we can get a handful more guys on our roster that are going to help us win a Cup, right? These guys in Toronto don't do that. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares to a lesser degree. I think he is going to take a team-friendly deal if they do sign him again. But they don't do that. All they're concerned about is how much money can I make? How much can I milk out of this team on this contract? That's all they care about. Sure, they care about winning. They all do. Everybody who plays hockey and makes the NHL, everybody cares about winning. But there's different degrees of caring, right? And theirs is the least degree. From an outside perspective, like, I don't know, obviously, but after everything I've seen, like, that's the only conjecture, conclusion I can come to. You know what I mean? They're all great players, and you know, I love them all, but it's just gotten too old and stale, this formula. And if they don't do anything to help themselves, oh fuck, then they're not going to win, right? And nobody's going to feel sorry for them if this just keeps on happening, right? Like, so yeah, that's a very interesting situation. And the Leafs got rid of Shanahan, the president, recently. And then they got Marner and Tavares coming up on unrestricted free agency things. I think they just let Marner walk and say, we'll take your millions of dollars and spend it elsewhere, right? Even if we take a slight step back in the regular season. What's the difference of finishing first in the division or third or fourth? You run into the same teams eventually. You know what I mean? home ice doesn't really seem to matter anymore. You know, so I think it's going to be a very interesting offseason. Yeah, tons of zone time, lots of shots, lots of good chances. Not get any more to go. Team play A-. That's pretty rare you see an A in any category, really, like that one especially.